were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false.
So Austin Metcalf's father literally just single-handedly destroyed Karmelo Anthony's entire self-defense case in one move. So while Karmelo Anthony's mom's over there crying in front of the media, talking about how much her daughter can't sleep in their room.
Yes, this is my first video I'm doing about this. I didn't want to react to any clip linking into this because I'm struggling every single day not to talk about things linking to race. But when I see this surfacing on my timeline every single time, it is important I show you some videos. I've seen a lot of people like this lady saying these people are struggling to cause a race war. That is true. I have observed this over and over, and it is not good.
That Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf case feels like an energy harvesting ritual to me, as well as a psyops. These people are trying to create a race war, and in my opinion, it feels like the George Floyd case all over again.
When I look at the whole situation and struggling to play the victim card like this is what I hate the most.
Let me be clear. The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds.
So Austin Metcalf's father literally just single-handedly destroyed Karmelo Anthony's entire self-defense case in one move. So while Karmelo Anthony's mom's over there crying in front of the media, talking about how much her daughter can't sleep in their room because of how scared they are, knowing that their son just took the life of Austin Metcalf simply because he tried to tell him to leave from an area where he was not supposed to be in the first place. See, Austin Metcalf's dad did exactly just that. While he showed up uninvited to an event where he was not supposed to be, in an area where he was not supposed to be. He showed up to Karmelo Anthony's press conference. He walked in, one hand in a strap or a sling, and his other hand just free. So when I said single-handedly, now you get it. Well, he showed up, he just stood to the side in a corner, said nothing. He was asked to leave. He refused to leave. Kinda like Karmelo Anthony was asked to leave and refused to leave. They told him again to leave, kinda like Karmelo Anthony was told again to leave but refused to leave. And then the security approached him and escorted him out. No weapons were drawn. Nobody died. Nobody was stabbed. But in their case, when Karmelo Anthony was asked by Austin Metcalf to leave, he immediately got defensive and pretty much put up a threat when he said, "Touch me and see what happens." When Austin Metcalf again told him, "Bruh, just leave," he told him, "Punch me and see what happens." And when Austin Metcalf held him and decided to escort him out, right? That's when he pulled out the knife and stabbed. So look, now the roles were reversed. This one white guy showed up to a press conference where he wasn't invited, filled with black people. When he was asked to leave, he refused. When they asked him again and he refused again, then security came and escorted him out. No blood drawn, no lives lost. And there goes their entire self-defense case. because that was exactly what Karmelo Anthony should have done when he realized, since he was so lost, when he realized he was under the wrong tent and was asked to leave. He should have simply just grabbed his shit. He chose to take someone's life, and now they're out here crying victim when another family just had to bury their 17-year-old child.
Yes, a lot of people realize that she is struggling to play the victim card all through. And it is not working out the best because people don't actually buy this. I don't get the point why they do this every single time. When something has happened like this and they realize the media is weighing in against them, the first thing they look at the skin color to play, oh, this is happening because I'm this. I see that every single time. Reasons I'm always avoiding topics linking into this.
Weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain or thunderstorm or clouds. Y'all are the media. Ask your journalists, your weather journalists, how the weather was that day and that time. Y'all do that research. Because as a person who is the administrator of your children, you are responsible for the safety of the children. And so it seems as if Frisco ISD is trying to push this off. That the public knows exactly what is going on. I asked, because these racist bigots try to prevent us from standing up for our baby, our boy, he should be afforded the same rights that Cal Rittenhouse had, Daniel Penna, and all of the people who have claimed whatever their defense was. He should be afforded the same right. Nobody in the public media has one video camera, but we got the video of Cal Rittenhouse with an AK-47.
This is a lie. Rittenhouse was chased. We saw what happened. I think I did a couple of videos that period. He was chased. He had to defend himself. But this situation with them is a total different case. So comparing the two is something I don't understand. This is why I said they always play these games. And sometimes they are successful with the tactics. Looking at this man continue to spew this at a certain point, I really feel bad because I know how people see this. At a certain point, watching the whole case to the last day, I know the end result of it will turn out to be like this. Because the media is outraged about the whole situation, look at the comparison they are bringing in.
The character who was not invited, he knows that it's inappropriate to be near this family, but he did it. And so I say to people, actions speak louder than words. Okay? What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet racism. We have conservative operatives that have been posting non-stop about this case.
Yes, what this lady is telling us is that this money was not used to buy a house. When you take a look at the first situation, I saw they donated money for this guy's case. Yes, it has happened that, oh, they are not going to use up that money for that situation. What are you going to do with that money? When you take a look at this, we are grateful for your support during these incredible difficult times for Karmelo and his family. This fundraiser has been established to provide comprehensive assistance to the Anthony family as they navigate the many challenges surrounded by Karmelo's case. Purpose of the funds: while legal defense is a critical part of this journey, we want to make it clear that the fund is not solely dedicated to legal expenses. The funds raised will also support a range of urgent unnecessary need that have emerged as a result of this situation.
Posted on your own fundraiser page. I mean, these people are so deep into the grift, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I really don't see how anybody could be defending this, especially considering the circumstances of the case. And it's obvious that they're gaslighting us, but if you listen to the left, we're the ones spreading the misinformation. We're the ones who don't get it. Yeah, the left-wing grifter fact-checkers are coming in full force, and they're hitting us with the fact-check talking point, but the money hasn't been released yet. Give, Send, Go even confirmed that the money has not been released to the Anthony family, which, yes, I acknowledge, that is in fact true. Give, Send, Go did release a public statement confirming that they have not released any of the near $500,000 funds, but that literally changes nothing. I mean, spare me with the half-baked fact-check. It's actually a very simple accounting concept. It's called accounts receivable, folks. The Anthony family has over $450,000 incoming into their accounts. You know, it's part of the balance sheet here. The money is slated to come in, it's confirmed, it's there, and obviously the Anthony family knows this, and clearly that absolutely affects your financial decisions in the current moment. Anyone with basic understanding of accounting understands this. And on top of it, it's not just the Give, Send, Go account. The $500,000 that's sitting there doesn't include the t-shirt sales. As we know, the Anthony family set up a website, an online merchandise storefront, where they're selling all kinds of shirts like this. Free Mello, free Karmelo. Karmelo didn't do nothing wrong. And clearly, considering the viral nature of this campaign and how many people are supporting this,
to work every morning. I get my shorts on and
ridiculous. A certain amount of cult followers for anything, and then the
Registration Act is.
Thank you guys for this video, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly.
we start talking about this man, Kilmore.
So, it's not a secret. He's a friend of mine. I've been